It was mid-January, the firewood was gone, the stove was almost not lit, and I have started packing my bags. It's not enough all the drama in this Garvault to top it off, it was freezing. Then Zach showed up, right on time. The very second day we hit the woods together. First for Pete. It was new, unknown, and interesting to me, and Zach loved to explain and show me around.
That's what it is.
It turned out that pit digging was forbidden.
Keep driving, you bastard.
But Zach had discovered that he could collect it from under the rhizomes of trees that had fallen from the storms.
See how that all peels away? And I kind of try and break it. No good. We might be moving on in a minute here.
The tree thing was another story. While I was in the glamping near Inverness, I noticed the mass clear feeling of the forest. It was the same here, only the pier had a tail, that's Bulgarian saying. And here we found it. Apart from peat, we also needed wood. That for some reason and enough dry trees. Not only from a legal and ethical point of view, but also from a purely practical one. Wet wood doesn't burn.
Here she goes!
Yay!
Timber! I like that he's giving me an hour.
After cutting, pruning, loading and unloading, we also needed to split them for the stoves. I speak in plural because we were a team and we did everything together. We weren't complaining, we both loved wood and working with wood. And the exercise was good for us as well. Finally, and no one can say a word because we had secured the material. Warmth and comfort. Beautiful. Only it didn't happen with just one or two times. There were 3 fireplaces. We were using mainly one room, but we had to warm the house as whole. There were leaks everywhere anyway, we had to dry and protect the building. Not that anyone would have said thanks, but we didn't care. We did it because it felt like it, and because we liked it that way. So, several times we did go on exploratory expeditions, where there is peat, where there are suitable trees for cutting.
Well, we're gonna collect some peat today, and it's a special occasion because it's the first time in 4 years I've driven myself to the woods. So I was given that permission back in 2019, but just because of circumstances I never have before. So get a unique circumstance, so we get the cart today for hauling peat so I don't have to take everything from the road out on my back. We're in an area we used to harvest wood that's been recently logged, but in those trees is ready to burn peat.
Usually we didn't have a cart with us, and usually this whole distance Zach walked it a couple of times carrying the bags of peat or the felled logs up to the road. When we were finished, we would call Ollie to come pick us up, and Zach would again carry them over to load them into the Land Rover, with Ollie's help this time. These days, the river was a bit faster and deeper than we expected.
I should have
We had to find a safe place to cross. Especially for the return trip when I would be carrying the backpacks and Zach all the bags with Pete. So, let me show you the peat collection up close. One of the many properly fallen trees that had preserved the material quite well. Obviously, I couldn't stand next to it for comparison, but you can imagine the huge rhizome. All this is mostly peat, but we need it dry and good enough to burn. Nah, that's not good. It's dense, dry, and hard. Perfect! If only I could find where its bigger brothers have hidden. While Zach collected the heavy bags, I wandered around enjoying the peace and the sense of the wood. Oh yeah, I had cleared myself a stick while waiting, and that came into use, but not thankfulness at all here.
That stick looked a whole lot bigger in your hands. What is this? What are we gonna do with that?
Zachary, you better be careful with the questions here.
Yeah, some people like a hot fire with coals, but I found that you get kindling going and put the peat on with what we just harvested today, and there you go. And when you start seeing that orange flame right there, it's burning. So it burns. You can see the difference in kind of the more yellow flame of the wood burning. You see that orange flame? That's peat. Put your hand over it. Ah, lovely. Fantastic.
We had done well today. We had peat for at least 4 or 5 days.
I think the most beautiful thing about peat is it doesn't make any noise. It's totally silent. That's why I like it in the library. It doesn't pop and crackle. It's totally silent. Even coal makes more noise than peat.
Those here are pictures from lost videos. Wonderful footage from our last wood expedition. And somehow I managed to delete it from all the 3 hard drives I'm backing up onto. All that's left are the screenshots I took while downloading the files from the camera. Just wanted to show them to Zach. Well, lucky enough. Now, you remember Ken from the previous videos, right? He had given this huge axe to Zach, pretty rusty and unused for years. Zach, with a huge desire, fought the rust for weeks, found a proper handle, and brought it back to life in all its former glory. He then made it part of the work team, and she performed brilliantly.
Trying to get kind of a medium piece and a large piece. It's absolutely the best axe I've ever used for splitting wood.
Just to give you an idea of its size,